While building your profile is something that is very crucial when it comes to your performance inside the interview room, it will benefit you a lot if you know why it needs to be done in the first place. Now, when you look at the admission criteria or the shortlisting criteria of a lot of the top B schools in the country, you will see that some of them will attach a lot of weight to your profile, be it in terms of your academic profile, the kind of diversity that you bring, or the kind of work ethics or the nature of work ethics you would have had. Now, that is one part of it when it comes to building your profile. So if you are someone who is currently in your final year or pre-final year of graduation, it is strongly recommended that you focus on your graduation completely. Try to get as good a score or GPA that you can, so that it does not cause any unnecessary surprises when it comes to your chances of getting into B schools. Now, that is the first part of things. The second thing is in terms of exhibiting your interest when it comes to you facing the panelists during your interview. So in that case, what is going to happen in many situations is that you will have to show them why you intend to do an MBA in the first place, and secondly, what is the specialization that you would want to pursue after your MBA. Now, that is very important in this particular context. And why does it has to happen? Because when you enter a B school, the B school is expecting a lot of clarity from you as to why you want to go for an MBA. And if you can justify your decision of going for an MBA by telling them which is the specialization that you intend to pursue or what are the skills that you intend to build during and after your MBA, that it will create a good impact, it will create a good impression on the panelists. Now, to do this, you have to first understand what is it that you would want to pursue at a later point in time. So the assumption here is that you would have read literature, you would have spoken to a lot of people, you would have maybe browsed LinkedIn profiles, you would have read articles, you would have maybe spoken to someone who is kind of a consultant in terms of the jobs and opportunities that are available, and then you have made this decision of pursuing a particular specialization after your MBA. Now, once you know what needs to be done after your MBA, there are 4 broad categories into which you can divide your preparation when it comes to you building a profile for your journey during and before an MBA to be made easier. The first thing that you can do is you can graduate in a particular stream. So let's say, for example, you are in your final year and you have the liberty to choose the specialization that you would want to pursue as a part of your career. If you have absolute clarity, you can ensure that this specialization matches your MBA specialization as well. And that is basically something that is going to give you an edge during the interview, purely because you will be able to discuss that particular specialization in a technical manner with the panelists who are there. The second way in which you can lay emphasis on your profile and tell people that this is the specialization that I intend to pursue is by taking up a job in that particular specialization. So although you might be an engineer in terms of your graduation stream, if you firmly believe that you will be a good marketing manager, then what you can do is you can start at an entry level role in an organization which is ready to give you that marketing exposure. And once you do that, I'm sure you will learn a lot of things on the job which you will be able to talk about during your interview and then convert your processes. So the second level is pursuing a job that is relevant to the specialization which you intended to pursue during your B school. The third level at which you should be thinking, so let's say, for example, you are not graduated in a particular stream, you are not finding a job that will help you build that body of work that will help people understand that you want to pursue a particular specialization. Let's say these two are not possible. The third thing you can do is something which a lot of people do, and that is pursue a lot of certifications that exist. So again, let's say, for example, you intend to pursue marketing during your graduation or during your post-graduation rather. What you can do is you can do a few certifications on, say, digital marketing. You can do something on market research. You can do something on consumer behavior. You can do something on the fundamental principles of marketing, and so on and so forth. Now, if you do few of these certifications, you will be able to talk about marketing with a different level of passion and with a lot of conviction from your end as well. So that is the third way you can pursue certifications. Similarly, if you wish to pursue a career in finance, let's say, for example, depending on your bent of mind, you can go for a certification on, say, derivatives, financial accounting, managerial accounting, risk, and so on. So all those things will again help you develop yourself as an individual, develop your candidature, so that people believe that what you are saying in an interview is something that you firmly believe in. And the fourth level at which we are looking at is in terms of you being a casual reader or someone who follows a particular specialization. So you might follow news of a particular specialization, and that way you might be able to exhibit interest. You might pursue something as a hobby. So let's say, for example, you might be indulging in advertisement analysis, ad analysis, let's say. So you make it a point to read blogs that do ad analysis, or you do a few ad analysis on your own. You have a framework, you follow a certain website, and so on and so forth. So those kind of things will also help people understand that you are interested in a particular specialization, right? So these are the four broad ways in which you can build your profile and tell people that this is the specialization that you intend to pursue. Level 1, graduate or have a sort of an elective that will help people understand that this is what you intend to do. The second level is pursuing a job which is relevant to the particular specialization. The third level is doing a course. So it could be from something like a Coursera or a Udemy or an edX or whichever platform you are comfortable with, and that could be the third level. The fourth level is pursuing it as a casual hobby, so doing it as a side gig kind of a thing, taking a passive interest in what's going on around you. Now obviously in terms of the impact, these are in the descending order. So the highest impact will be if you have formal education in a particular thing, followed by if you have worked in that particular domain, followed by if you have taken a course which again does not have any strings attached as such, and finally of course the least impactful is the one wherein you are a casual reader slash follower of a particular specialization. So these are the ways in which you can build your specialization. For people who are in their final year, again a word of caution: do not let go of your tests purely because you're preparing for the CAT. It's not mandatory that you should prepare for the CAT or you should crack it in the first attempt, but it is absolutely mandatory that you should crack your college exams in the first attempt with as many marks as you can get, because that is one thing that will always remain on your CV. The second word of caution is for people who are already preparing for the CAT. What you have to do is, one, you have to prioritize your college exams if you are pursuing graduation. Two, you have to focus on your CAT preparation, and only if you have bandwidth left should you go for profile building activities. Now this comes with a very simple corollary. You cannot really have a very good profile and not make it to the interview room at all. So you can go to an interview room. If you get a shortlist, you can go to the interview room. You can convert your interviews even with an average profile, but you cannot convert an interview that you would not be invited for, right? So make sure that you are focusing on profile building activities only after you have done your absolute best in terms of your college exams 1 and your CAT preparation 2. So on that note, these are the profile building activities that you should be going for, and in case you have any particular specializations to look for, have a look at our other videos and I'm sure you'll find your answers there.